You guys want to help me move?
I mean, how many boxes are there?
10.
That's it?
Yeah.
Taking personal time when you're in the middle of crunch is very, very difficult.
I don't have that much, honestly. It's like I have these boxes that are like this big, and they're a little clunky, and they're not incredibly heavy, but it's just like if two people carry it, it's super easy.
So, what furniture is rental and what's yours?
I don't need to bring any of that. Yeah. In fact, you want some of it?
Chantel and I broke up. So I'm responsible for designing what is going to be the hit game of the year for Microsoft, presenting it. I'm also in the process of moving into a condominium, dealing with a relationship, and I don't know what's going to happen after E3, but right now we're cooling it a little bit.
The communication issues we're having with Microsoft, I think it's just a matter of, right now, what ends up happening is people talk about things and people make decisions, and those decisions don't get communicated to everybody who needs to know.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Do you want to just start going through Erica's questions since she has a majority of them, and then we can just revisit the status I sent out?
Majority? It's a interrogation is what it is. Jeez.
Do you feel like it's pretty close to functioning the way you guys want it to be, or not? No, how much?
If you think the AI sucks, say the AI sucks. I mean, don't ask me how I feel about the AI.
AI stands for artificial intelligence, and basically it's the logic that drives the enemies in the game, or the things in the game that are not controlled by the players.
The AI sucks.
Okay.
And my feeling is it feels a lot like whack-a-mole right now, where it is, I'm ducking, you're ducking, I'm ducking, you're ducking, I pop up, shoot you, you duck.
It's actually a very complicated problem in figuring out how to get all of those people, and monsters in this case, to react the way that they would or should in real life.
You ready to go? Yeah. You know, we're literally a couple of weeks away from final. 10 days away, just so everybody's clear.
The biggest thing right now, the decision we made today that affects gameplay, is that we need to get the chainsaw attack in. So we basically have made a priority decision that we're prioritizing the chainsaw attack over grenades and over pistol. It's what makes Gears, and we need to have that moment at E3.
Peter Moore, not fine with the chainsaw.
Well, I guess Peter Moore's contention about the saw is that it's a little, you know, over the top gory.
That's exactly what the kind of branding we were going for, I thought.
We understand that, so does Peter. That's not something that we can change at this point because the ship has already sailed. We were very concerned about the chainsaw. It gets kind of gratuitous.
By the way, this is the trademark weapon for the game. This is going to be in the demo. This is the way that Epic wants to convey this intimate violence in the game, and that's why we feel really strongly to have an assault rifle with a chainsaw bayonet. I just don't feel like the right people are championing the message.
So the chainsaw is really important to Epic because they consider it the feature weapon in their game. And so for them, they really wanted to show that and have people remember that. So Rod and Epic still want the chainsaw. So
and Tim as well.
Are you cool with that, though?
Well, I'm very cool with it.
We really do have to cut the chainsaw.
Yeah,
and I knew that was going to be a problem, but there you go.
Well, but wait till it's done, because it's silly to try to cut it and say, this will look really good when they're done. So, I mean, we know what you want, and I know it will make some people at Microsoft nervous because they don't have it in their hands, but it's not going to suck no matter what.
Right.
No?
Okay.
Microsoft, in the end of the day, they're a publisher who understands that it's about making a fun game. They understand the tension. Their job is to push, and our job is to pull, but we both respect that.
But for everyone else, starting next Monday, we're going to 10-hour days. 8 of those hours have to be between 10 and 6. So if you are an earlier morning person, you can do your 2 hours before 10, or if you're a late person, do your 2 hours after 6. So we're just basically going to be crunching company-wide.
Probably will definitely get fairly stressful as people get less and less sleep. I know I'm already cranky today because I didn't get any sleep last night.
And then on Saturday, it's core hours, so 1:30 to 5. No limit on what your duration of time beyond that is, but we need you at least here on Saturday at core hours.
We have a bad show at E3, and it doesn't matter what we do in the next 4 months. No one's going to believe that the stinker of a game came out great and we got it out for holiday. If it sucks, we're dead. It's done. This is the ugly part that we all know about the game industry, where everybody hunkers down, but these are also the parts that I remember of all the games that I've worked on and the times that
we're here eating Chinese food late at night making great games.
We do everything we can to make crunch a little easier on the guys. We're bringing in a masseuse, we bring lunches, and anything we can do to keep them focused on making games and reduce stress. We say it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Tim. Hey, Cliff. I want to borrow the Lamborghini. Going downtown with some friends, and I kind of told them I had a cool car. I'll bring it back intact.
All right.
I heard that you can basically get up to 80 in first.
Yeah, don't do that.
Tim, I assure you she's in good hands. Open.
Gently.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I have a question about my Lamborghini insurance policy.
Cliff is really good at his job, but he's a bit of a partier.
You come to Epic and it's a giant frat party.
Here's to Scotty. Happy 25. I gotta go to work after this, dude.
Cliff has always been kind of a crazy guy.
I really don't care. I mean, more power to him.
Dude, dog, yeah.
There's a bunch of bugs that I'm...
Those are the words I hate to hear.
Not quite there yet, but...
Three hours and we still don't have a working boat.
Sweet.
I'm hoping everything's been pulled together for this final play test. A lot of the things that were broken were relatively easy fixes, but as I've said before, game development's a house of cards. Change one thing, change everything. It's either going to go great and we're going to be able to play it, or it's going to be a total cluster.
Ow, ow, that's my...
I'm in Mark for Mike C.
I got one shot left to rod.
Chainsaw user.
Guys, you gotta be able to use a shotgun when you're in close. Like, that's really annoying.
At E3, I would rather have journalists use the chainsaw too much than not enough.
It's a really cool moment in the Gears universe, grabbing that chainsaw and just ripping through someone. It's visceral, and that's what our games are about. It's something that everybody's been wanting to do for a long time, and Cliff's been fighting for it, and it's awesome. And Cliff was right, it's awesome.
I mean, you've got some serious polish issues, and you guys know that, but I think it's showable. Which is, I mean, it's 100% more playable than it was yesterday.
My attitude going into E3 is one of a bride who's being very mature and sane about the situation. I'm excited, I'm nervous as hell, and it's going to be awesome. Chantel and I are back together. We were apart for a couple weeks there. She caught a separate flight to the hotel that I'm staying at, and you know, when she showed up yesterday, it was like my blood pressure just went right down, back to normal.
14 years building up to this moment since I started doing this.
I know.
My name is Cliff Bleszinski. The game is Gears of War. Let's check it out. Chainsaw YouTube.
Delta, this is 6-1. There's something moving below ground. Over. I see it too, 6-1. What are we looking at?
Epic delivered, Epic over-delivered. They did a great job for E3, and I think that creative difference, that conflict, is the way you get a better game. I love chainsawing people.